All right, looks like we got one person in. Hello, you can tap in via the comments if you so choose. We'll wait a couple more minutes to get other people on here before we start. It's like people are filtering in a little bit.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah, from what I understand, other people, you gotta have a channel and you gotta use the app if you want to do comments from your phone.
Yeah.
I'll also monitor Twitter for any comments related to this.
Because I'm gonna get tipsy.
Tipsy? Yeah. We have 2 beers and there are 2 of us.
I'm lightweight. I'm gonna get tipsy.
Wow. Well, April doesn't normally do this. She's usually cooking. I'm usually the one doing the imbibing.
Is this the same brand?
Yeah, it's the same brewery.
Okay.
Bell's is in Michigan, in Kalamazoo. People speak very highly of them. The only beer of theirs I've had is Two Hearted, which is a double IPA. I don't think that's quite your thing.
It's not. I don't like the IPAs.
But they speak highly of them in general. I've never had either of these beers before, so.
Hey, can you tell me if people say, oh, there's 3 people. Boom. What's up, y'all? Can y'all hear us okay? Just to make sure. Yep.
That
okay.
person says yes.
Thank you, boo. Okay, you want to start since you're the professional?
Yeah, we can go ahead and start. So today we are going to taste both an American porter and an American stout and compare those. April hasn't really had either of these styles. She hasn't had a porter and also stouts. She usually has very additive laden stouts with vanilla and coffee and chocolate and things in them. That's not shade. This one doesn't have that stuff in it. So
she's shady.
It's a baseline for the style. So we're going to try the porter first, since it's a little lower ABV, a little less in your face as far as the style is concerned. And then we'll try the stout. We'll get some tasting notes and maybe discuss what these beers pair with.
Off rip, I like the porter label better.
And I guess
I'm just a sucker for packaging.
I guess we will also see which packaging is a bigger influence.
This kind of reminds me of the OK Corral type saloon shit, but
wow.
No shade.
Okay, so we will start with this American porter. Give you a little bit.
Are we tasting these together?
What do you mean?
Do I have to wait for you?
No, you want to do it correctly. So this is the porter.
This is strong.
What do you smell?
I smell coffee.
Coffee.
Why are you covering? Oh, you're twisting it. I'm about to just taste it.
A little bit of chocolate. You dark fruited esters.
Very strong. Coffee-like. I taste chocolate and coffee.
Mm-hmm. That's not far-fetched for this style.
Very stoutish, to be honest.
Does it taste like brown water?
It does not.
What?
Who said it tastes like brown water?
The people in your comments?
Oh. Yeah, it tastes very much so. You get the coffee. I get a little bit, not as much chocolate tones as I would from a stout, but very much so coffee. The smell is way stronger than any stout that I've had, honestly.
Stronger on which notes are stronger?
Coffee.
Well, the stouts you've had have had additives in them, so that may have been covered up by other things.
Okay. So far, I'm not tasting that much of a difference.
Well, we haven't tried the
from the stouts that I've had since, I guess I had the Cocoa Puff version of stouts per Toni, but
yeah, April likes very additive laden beers and
shade.
Although, when I did throw shade when she first started drinking them, and I was look at her liking bullshit.
That's exactly what she said to me, y'all.
But
rude as fuck.
It was a good gateway to get April into beer and trying beer. So we're glad for those. Well, hey Virginia, what's up?
Sis. Okay.
So what would you pair that beer with?
Dessert.
Toni
and me have very different, in my opinion, pairing taste. She likes to contrast, whereas I like to complement. I don't like the beers to overpower the food or vice versa.
I don't like that either.
We gonna argue today, I can already tell. Anyway, I would pair this like with a nice coffee cake or a sakatumi cake, maybe even peach cobbler, cherries jubilee. That would go bomb with cherries jubilee because the cherries and the chocolate tones.
Explain what sakatumi cake is.
Sakatumi cake is like a bundt cake that has molasses, brown sugar. Basically, it's diabetes in a cake, but it's bomb. But this is not a porter. Well, this porter, I can't speak for all of them, but it's not so overpowering. It would complement, cinnamon. It would complement molasses. It would complement maple. It would complement. Neither one would overpower the other, if that makes sense.
Told you she was a better taster than I was. All right, so we should have brought some crackers over here.
Crackers
for palate cleansing.
I don't even think I bought crackers. Will popcorn work?
No.
Okay. We can do the popcorn because I got a lot of popcorn.
So we're gonna try this stout.
I shouldn't have did
that. This is there.
So this is a stout with nothing but stoutness. This is no.
Yeah, I don't think this one has any additives or anything. Kalamazoo Stout, original 1988. Oh, actually, it's brewed with brewer's licorice.
I was just about to say something smell funky. I don't fuck with licorice. I don't even think I fuck with Twizzlers like that.
That's not even real licorice.
That's like fake licorice, but I still don't fuck with it. I don't think I like this. I don't like the smell.
No, that's what most of it is. Aroma makes up most of your flavor.
Yeah, I don't smell any coffee in this. Super straight.
What do you taste and smell?
This is really bitter. Super bitter aftertaste.
Yeah, I'm tasting some roasted flavor from the malt.
It's a no.
You don't like it?
I don't like this shit at all. No disrespect to the who did this.
Who did this? That's Bell's Brewery.
Bell's, my bad. I'm not fucking with your stout. This is good. The porter's good. This is bullshit right here. I don't know what's with that.
It's bullshit.
It's super, super. I get it all up in here like you would a really, really, really sour beer. Same effect where I'm salivating. And you shouldn't even say it, that licorice part. That's exactly what I was going to say. I smell. I'm straight.
So I'm guessing you would not pair that.
I wouldn't pair that with shit. I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't drink it. I wouldn't pair it. I'm good. Back to the porter.
Andre says clearly Bell's didn't pay for this review.
That's straight bitter. I taste a little bit of sour, to be honest.
I think you might. It's a little bit astringent on the finish.
It's a lot of astringent.
Getting the little mouth puckering.
Do you like it?
No, these are not mine. No.
I mess with the porter. The porter is really good. To me, the porter tastes like the stouts that I'm used to. Now, weirdly enough, this stout don't taste shit like the stouts that I drink. This is some hard, heavy, bitter ass. I'm not gonna say bitter shit. This is bitter as fuck.
I mean, you like stouts with like the coffee in them. You like coffee stouts.
Mm-hmm.
You like you like ones that have been barrel aged, that have vanilla flavor and all of that other stuff in them. This one's a little bit different.
Not for me. It tastes like burnt bitterness. A little bit of sour.
You wouldn't pair this?
I wouldn't buy this. This is not.
I mean, but you don't have to drink beer.
I can't. I wouldn't even cook with, because there are some beers, y'all, that I like that I wouldn't normally just drink out the bottle, but I would cook with them. Like a lot of not Belgian. Are they Belgian beers that I cook with? Like
you do.
Okay, like those beers necessarily, I wouldn't be like, oh, Toni, let's drink, that shit. She would drink it because she likes that. I don't particularly like the taste, but when I cook it and infuse it with other stuff, it tastes good.
But that's what Virginia is saying. The beer doesn't have to be something you like on its own.
It does insist, but this some motherfucking bitter.
Andre says Little Debbie beers for the win.
For real. Like I get what you're saying, Virginia, and I'm like that too, but this is so bitter. I wouldn't want to.
I think more of the acrid burnt taste is what's turning you off, as well as the licorice, but some people like very bitter things.
Yeah, because some people like sours, and I don't like sours like that.
How do I think April would respond to a barrel-aged stout? I think it depends on the ABV. Like if it is super alcohol warming or super alcohol forward, she would not want to do that. But if it didn't turn into a huge beer, if it just got a bit of the vanilla flavoring, a few tannins from the barrel, I think she might fuck with it.
This porter would also go good with like a spice cake.
Want some more?
No, I'm gonna finish that before I burp. And then also, I didn't even notice. I don't know if this is. I'll ask the scientists. The porter doesn't have any of the bubbles after you pour it. It doesn't have a lot of it. And also, when you poured it, the bubbles in the porter were white versus the stout, which is like brown.
Beautifully done. She just identified two different head colors. She identified which one was had longer lasting head, which one was more carbonated. This is that says a lot. Head retention is something that you would mention in your tasting notes as part of the
what does that mean?
How long it stays.
Yeah. When
you pour the head, like
I know what head retention is. Why doesn't this one retain it?
It depends on what they did. Protein in your beer helps with head retention. It also could be the glass. Like these glasses weren't cleaned in a way that you would normally clean beer glasses. They are washed with dish soap. So an oil-based cleaner will affect the head and make it.
I was just asking because me speaking is not a beer expert person. Like if this was soda, I'd have been like, this shit is flat. But I like this flat shit more than I like this head shit, if that makes sense to y'all. Are you reading comments?
I am reading comments. And Andre says some of those bitter stouts taste a little sour to me too. I'm glad I'm not alone.
You ain't.
Isaac says, Googling brewer's licorice, it says there are only two reactions to black licorice. You either love it or you hate it.
I fucking hate it.
Yes,
I fucking
she does.
hate it.
You have made that very clear.
I ain't cooking shit with this beer.
But yeah,
I will fuck with y'all porters. For non, this may go good like in a stew, maybe like a beef stew. I wouldn't pair this with like chicken or fish. I would pair it maybe for non-sweet things, maybe like in a nice beef stew. That might work. Or maybe some black beans with a little bit of pork. Yeah, that might work.
You always pair your black beans with things that have dark malt.
Yes. I don't know why.
What is that? What do the tastes have in common?
These, I think that the beers that I cook my black beans with and my red beans and rice, because I tend to go on the spicier side, they pair really good with spices like cayenne pepper, cumin. What else? Paprika. They pair really well with those spices. Like lagers, to me, don't. They
that's a yeast difference. You have there are lagers that are this dark as well.
Really? I haven't tried it.
Yes, you have.
Where? Who? What brands?
Huh?
What brands?
There was a Schwartz beer we had from Wiseacre. You tasted it and you did this.
Oh,
Um, but it is also a lager.
I love
just as dark
Wiseacre,
as these. 1554 from New Belgium.
I
is
thought
a
that
lager.
was
You're confusing two beers.
I
Abbey
am.
is a Belgian double style beer, and 1554 is just like a black.
Okay, so 1554 goes bomb with red beans and rice. Cook with that.
I
thought that
with
was
Abbey.
No, I didn't. I made 2 different pots.
Oh.
How you gonna tell me what I cooked?
Because you made me bring it home.
I
had
made
to go
2
ready.
different pots of black beans, and I used both of those beers. Apparently, my spouse could not tell the difference.
I eat what I'm given.
They're bomb with that.
Virginia, you are correct. April's beer instincts are pretty lit. See,
Thank
here's
you.
asshole Andres telling you about how you mixed the stout with tap water and now it's porter. I told you.
Wow, disrespect. It's really good though. I would drink this and I would pair this and I would cook with this. I would try to bake with this. I'm not a good baker because I don't like measuring shit and it's too precise and I can't taste where I go because they got raw eggs and shit. But when I do start fucking with baking, this would go really good on sakatumi cake. Like I feel like I could sub something out for that. Because of the molasses.
Yeah, I mean, like if you can cook with it, it definitely pairs as
for the
well.
molasses. This shit.
Virginia says she thinks you'd like a Czech dark lager.
That sounds good.
You
You ain't put me up on that.
You waste so much of my good beer that I like.
I do, because if I don't like it, I'm not drinking the shit at all.
I don't know what that is, Andres.
Just the smell is stout. It's fucking with me.
You don't like it?
It's nasty.
Let's go try the other one, the other stout that we got, the Memphis collab.
Okay, go ahead.
The BIB.
Don't trip.
Don't trip. I'll be back.
But yeah, y'all, I'm not fucking with this stout at all.
Actually, hand me the stout glasses. I will rinse them, and you can entertain. No, leave that one. The porter. You entertain.
Not trying to be mean. I don't want to talk shit about this brewery. But after I've talked my shit, this is trash. This is trash as fuck. This is actually pretty good though. I would like drink this and go buy this, but the porter's good. It doesn't taste like watered down stout. I feel like now I haven't had a real stout because to me this tastes just like a goddamn stout, to be honest. Does that make sense, babe?
Does what makes sense?
That porter tastes like a stout. So I feel like
porter is supposed to. Stout originated from something called stout porter. It was supposed to be a bigger version of that beer.
So the porter is the OG and the stout remixed the porter is what I'm taking. Okay. So apparently this tastes like the shit she said that I drink that has all the shit in it, but it really doesn't. This tastes good. This just tastes like fucking licorice in a cup. And I hate licorice. So this is a no. I wouldn't even drink. I wouldn't pair this with anything or cook with anything.
If you put 20s on the porter, you're supposed to get stout.
Well, yeah, I'm not fucking with this stout. I do like stouts though. I like my stouts to taste like
Actually,
the ones I have taste like coffee. Huh?
We have a couple more that we'll do.
So Tony's bringing out about 15 other fucking stouts right now.
Not 15, just 2. Actually, there's more, but we're gonna do these 2.
What do we have to do to be?
Huh?
I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna keep my comments to myself.
You don't want this one?
We can do it because we can do it. We can do it.
Okay.
I just don't support. Y'all know how I feel if y'all follow me. Let me just do it. You already know. I don't like Black is Beautiful, period, the whole thought of it, but we're gonna try this one.
Yeah, I mean, we have similar thoughts about what that, the premise and what it has become. So, yeah.
So
we have this beer.
So this is Wiseacre, which I love.
This one actually has some actual coffee in it.
Okay.
It's a milk stout, but it has actual coffee in it.
Okay.
So they brew this one with lactose. It has like a smoother mouthfeel usually. Sometimes it could be a touch sweet sometimes, but this one has coffee, so it
I should like that one.
This is just supposed to be an imperial stout.
Where is that from?
Every brewery in Memphis.
Oh.
I did this because y'all know how I feel about Wiseacre. I fuck with Wiseacre as a having Memphis be my hometown. Beale Street Brewing is a Black-owned brewery, the only one in Memphis. And Memphis is about 2/3 Black as far as population is concerned. So I want to support that brewery in my hometown. There's 5 breweries on this can in that city, and one of them is Black-owned. So that's like 20%, but population is 60 something percent, or 2/3 Black. So to me, it's important to support the Black-owned brewery in that town. So I buy their beers. We got this one also because I fuck with Wiseacre and Beale Street Brewing. This is the only Black is Beautiful that I've purchased.
I will. Shout out also to Craft Crew for our shirts. Well, my shirt. She's wearing Wiseacre. I'm repping my Craft Crew.
Well, I didn't change shirts. You got cute for this.
And I didn't feel like doing my hair, so it's Ross in the right. So, which one we gonna try?
Which one would you like to try first?
Wiseacre.
Well, Wiseacre actually participated in both of these.
So you can just do one glass and drink out of.
Or I can rinse those if you like.
I don't want you to keep having to get up.
Okay. This has the water. I've had this one before, so you can taste.
Just like coffee, y'all. Cold coffee. Oh, yes. I like this.
Oh, so Gradisky that I missed is apparently a smoked beer. I do have a Ralph beer from Dovetail in the refrigerator. I'm not going to let y'all ruin my marriage by giving that to April.
This is good. This is good.
You're supposed to describe the beer.
Oh, sorry.
My love.
A lot of coffee. A whole lot of coffee taste, which I love. I don't taste any vanilla. I taste a little bit of the milk, like after the
What
coffee.
do you mean when you say you taste milk?
Like a creamy.
Just like the mouthfeel?
Yeah,
okay.
Like a creamy, but it's after the coffee hits you. Like I would literally put this like in a tumbler with a straw and drink it like it's coffee. I don't know if that's a compliment or not. It is coming from April, so yeah, I felt with this.
I mean, I would ask you about pairings. What would you pair that with? I know you, April does not like to eat with her coffee.
I do not.
But what would you pair this beer with?
This would probably go really good with something spicy. Like if we had, okay. So if any of you guys have ever been to a shrimp or seafood boil with crab, crawdads, sausage, shrimp. As far as me, I would pair it either or, something like this, because this would be really good paired with something spicy. I like my shrimp and all that stuff to have a whole bunch of Old Bay and spices. Or I would go with something super clean, like a Tiny Bomb.
We're not asking you other beers.
I know, but I'm just trying to say,
would you
I would do either or. This would go really good with like a seafood boil, something spicy like that. This would also go good with jambalaya, in my opinion, because of the spices in jambalaya. What would you pair it with?
This? I drink this with my breakfast.
Really?
It tastes like coffee. I have it with,
You don't even like coffee.
I don't, but it reminds me of breakfast. I smell it all the time. That's
True.
Most of the flavor of something.
It smells like I just brewed coffee and hit it with some ice.
And that's something I smell all the time when I'm eating. So it reminds me of my breakfast, not necessarily a thoughtful pairing, but it is more of a social, situational pairing, I guess, for lack of a better way to put it. I eat it with my pancakes. I eat it with my eggs.
Chicken and waffles. This would go good with it.
I think I have one more that we can do.
On the flip side, this would also go good with oxtail. For y'all who thought, see, I'm already tipsy. Those of y'all who have tasted oxtail, this would go good with oxtail.
Apparently, Emily does not like to eat with her coffee either.
Right? Coffee is a separate thing. That's that's the April wake the fuck up, let's get going type of shit. then I'm gonna go ham on my breakfast. It's two separate things. It's not to be combined, at least for me.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, in 2 weeks, she'll tell you you're not right with the Lord if you eat coffee or if you eat food with your coffee.
I don't think you are. I'll pray for you, but
you ready to try this one?
Why do you tap it?
To settle anything.
That looks chocolatey.
We're gonna find out. I haven't tasted this beer. So.
Also, I noticed when she poured this one, the head was white, and that one is brown, like the nasty ass licorice beer.
You just so disrespectful describing people's beers when you.
I'm not gonna like this, but go ahead.
Taste it. You gotta
taste it first. I already know. My spirit just told me I'm not gonna like it.
Yeah. I smell a lot of alcohol.
It smells like a lot.
Look,
what is it supposed to be?
It's an imperial.
An imperial stout.
It's a
7.5%.
A little bit of chocolate. I just smell it.
She's so extra when she tastes her shit.
Why I gotta be extra? You didn't even want to fucking taste it.
So extra.
That's how you get the taste. I told you taste is separate from smell. There's only 5 tastes.
You can't hold your breath.
And drink?
Yeah.
No. How you drink something without breathing it? That's what happens when you're not open-minded. When you decide you don't like something before.
First of all, my spirit was correct. I don't like to talk mess about my kinfolk. That's very. I don't.
Well,
taste,
this is the recipe that they were given.
That's true too. I don't taste anything besides alcohol-y. And when I mean like alcohol, I'm not talking about lit alcohol. I'm talking about like rubbing alcohol type taste. I don't taste anything.
I mean, that's what I mean. When Rudy asked if you would like a barrel aged, that's one of the things that I would say would be a concern, because those usually have very forward alcohol warming and sometimes some astringency associated with them.
What's astringency?
Like mouth puckering, almost kind of. That's sour,
exactly,
but
that's a whole lot of that in that.
But it's you get that in the finish.
Yeah, I don't like stuff like that. Yeah, so no for me.
Yeah, Virginia. She just says, "Can I hold my breath and drink the beer?" She asked.
I'm just saying she doing all this. It's the same.
So I can taste it. So I'll give. I mean, for anybody who is not seasoned in tasting, while April is talking shit, I was letting her have her platform.
I'm not seasoned.
She's a beautiful taster. She's an excellent taster, and that is correct. That's why she's married. But
put a ring on it.
I want to explain the tasting process. So you have aroma and taste that combine to create flavor. So aroma is the things that you smell and associate with other things. Like when April says she smells coffee, or if she says she smells chocolate, those are aromas, even if you feel like you're tasting it in your mouth. The holding your nose is to get straight taste. There are only 5 tastes. There's sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. So to get those on their own, you have to take away the aroma.
This is salty also, now that you say it.
How did you get salty?
It just tastes bitter and salty.
Okay, baby.
It did.
But yeah, not trust your palate. But yeah, those are separate things. So when someone says something tastes like chocolate, or if it reminds them of licorice, or if they say pumpkin, those are aromas. And that makes up most of the flavor, to be honest. And as long as you're breathing through your nose, you're gonna get some of that stuff.
Yeah.
So to block it out as much as you can, you hold your nose.
That's true, because I didn't like the smell of that, so I already knew that it wasn't gonna hit my taste G spot, and it did not. It was a clear fucking miss. Yeah. It tastes very scorched, also.
There's some
Like
roasted
burnt.
flavor there. Yeah.
But not a good roasted, like a
You didn't
burnt.
like it?
Mm-mm.
I'm
the type of person, like when I cook, like for y'all that cook, like if it don't look good, it's not gonna hit right. It has to look good. So the same reason why I don't like chitlins. Chitlins smells gross. They look gross. I don't fuck with them. Same, I don't fuck with it. I did not like the smell at all.
You didn't like the smell at all?
I did not like the smell at all. It smelled really burnt and alcohol-y, and that's what I got. Saltiness, bitterness, scorchness.
Yeah, so y'all, my dad turned 60.
Happy birthday, Pop Boys!
He's 200, and he told me this story about how I didn't want to sit on Santa's lap, and I had to listen to that story for like half an hour this morning. So I'm pretty tired. What should we taste next on the next one? You don't know?
Saisons. Saisons.
We can do Belgian style. We can, I think we can do saison, much like we did with the cooking, but really dig more into the beer. Saison, triple, and Belgian golden strong ale.
So just to recap, the stout was garbage. The porter was good. This was garbage. And this was good. My personal opinions on
that. I don't hate any of them.
That stout was trash.
None of this is normally my wheelhouse.
That's true.
How I feel about lagers, and if I could drink Pilsner all day and only drink that, I might be okay with the world and never drink another style of beer in my life. But
I like stouts personally. That was like my gateway into beer because I like coffee so much. So I'm really disappointed. I'm feeling some type of way about that stout because I wanted to like it because we have like 5 other cans.
Well, they only had it in 6-packs,
which
that was the only way that I could get it.
Giving it away because I don't even want it in my house.
So what we got for next month? So chicken and waffles.
Yeah. Oh, for the brunch, we're doing chicken and waffles, and I'm gonna try to get our cousin Arch to do some kind of drink with it. And then I'm thinking about Cajun hash for the cook along. That's still up in the air, but probably so.
But Sunday brunch will be on September 13th for chicken and waffles. 10 a.m. Pacific Daylight and 1 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll be doing that. We'll do another tasting. This one I think was pretty boring, so we'll probably try to find.
Well, I learned some stuff from it. So
yeah, you might have learned some
licorice
stuff.
is nasty.
You learned that on here, or you?
It was confirmed. It was confirmed on here that it's nasty.
But we'll probably do another style comparison next month. We'll of course do the cook along with me and the one-on-ones with our VIPs who so choose that. But and I'm also thinking about doing some beer science going forward.
I think she should
on this. I don't know, but I'm pretty boring. If I don't have you to participate, it's gonna be.
She's very shy. She needs me to talk my shit to bounce. But
also, I usually am drinking, so
also true.
Sorry for being sober me on here.
But yeah. I think this was a good first pairing thingamajigger.
It was. Anything y'all want to see in the chat? There's only a few people left. Nothing?
All right, then. I'm about to go dispose of all the stout.
Wow.
Or give it away to some. You might get a text from me. But until then, guys, talk to you later.
See y'all later.
That shit was